Explore the wonders of ancient civilizations with us by subscribing to our channel. Immerse yourself in the calming tales of Rome, Egypt, and beyond as we bring forgotten stories to life. Join our growing community of history enthusiasts and experience a journey like no other, where each story transports you to a world of tranquility and timeless wisdom. Subscribe now and embark on your adventure. In the bustling heart of ancient Rome, amidst the vibrant tapestry of market stalls and echoing voices, lived a young potter named Lucius. He was known for his modest craftsmanship, producing simple pottery that lined the shelves of local homes. Lucius admired the grandeur of the emperor's palace and yearned to create a masterpiece that could grace its halls, a vase unlike anything seen before. His fingers were familiar with the cool, gritty clay, but his heart craved to mold something extraordinary, something worthy of an emperor's gaze. Despite the humdrum routine of his days, Lucius felt a gnawing void, a whisper that perhaps he was meant for more than what his father had taught him. In the familiar rhythm of shaping clay there lingered a silent dissatisfaction, a dream that was yet to be realized. One crisp morning, as the sun brushed the city with golden strokes, Lucius stumbled upon a unique opportunity. There, under the crisp Roman sky, appeared a vendor displaying a rare, luminous clay that seemed to gleam with potential. Lucius knew this was the very clay that could shape his dreams into reality, yet the price was far beyond his humble means. It was a moment that crystallized his longing into resolve. Determined not to let his dreams slip through his fingers, Lucius set out to trade his modest wares, gathering the courage to navigate the maze of bustling streets and barter with seasoned merchants. Beneath his calm exterior, a storm of ambition and doubt brewed, propelling him into uncharted territories where friendships would form and lessons would be learned. In that instant, Lucius's life teetered on the edge of transformation. One afternoon, as Lucius bartered his pottery beneath a sweltering sun, a stranger approached his stall. Draped in the rich fabrics of a distant province, the stranger's keen eyes surveyed the young potter's work with interest. Introducing himself as Marcus, an emissary from the emperor's court, he inquired about Lucius's willingness to undertake a commission, a magnificent vase to celebrate an upcoming festival. The offer, unexpected and laden with prestige, sent a thrill through Lucius's heart, yet it was tempered by doubt. He questioned whether his humble skills could meet the grandeur required and hesitated, fearing failure on such a grand stage. The weight of this decision loomed, promising both opportunity and the risk of falling short. Caught in the grip of indecision, Lucius sought solace in the rhythm of the city's dusk. The market's clamor softened to a murmur, with lanterns casting warm glows over ancient cobblestones. Conflicted, Lucius wandered the familiar streets, where every corner whispered of tales, hardships, and triumphs. One voice in his mind urged him to seize the chance, to leap into the unknown and reach for greatness, while another clung to the comfort of the ordinary. It was in the embrace of this internal struggle that Lucius felt a turning point, a burgeoning resolve to rise above his fears. He realized that he must accept the challenge, not just for the promise of glory, but to honor the silent call within his heart, demanding fulfillment. With newfound determination, Lucius returned to Marcus, ready to embark on the journey that would define his craft and spirit. In the days following Marcus's commission, as Lucius prepared to embark on his creative journey, he encountered an esteemed elder named Gaius, a renowned craftsman whose name carried reverence throughout Rome. The two met by chance at the city's riverside, where Gaius often sought inspiration amid the tranquil flow of water. Seeing the young potter deep in thought, Gaius approached with a gentle curiosity. Their conversation flowed naturally, with Lucius sharing his fears and aspirations. Gaius, with the wisdom of years and a craftsman's heart, listened intently. He spoke of his own past, of projects wrought with challenges and the moments of doubt that shadowed even the most seasoned artisans. With every word, Gaius wrapped Lucius's uncertainties in a blanket of empathy, subtly revealing a truth. Greatness often begins with a step into the unknown. Intrigued by Gaius's tales, Lucius felt both inspired and hesitant. Despite the elder's reassurance, uncertainty clung to him like a shadow. There was comfort in the idea that doubt was not a barrier, but a companion on the path to mastery. Gaius offered a simple yet profound piece of advice. Let the clay guide you. In its silence, it speaks volumes. This resonated with Lucius, though he hesitated to fully embrace the mystery of creativity. Gaius extended an offer to mentor Lucius, to guide him through the intricacies of shaping a vision as formidable as the Emperor's vase. Thankful yet nervous, Lucius stood at a crossroads, torn between the safety of familiar clay and the daunting challenge ahead. The elder's quiet confidence gave him a glimpse of potential, hinting at growth and discovery. With each passing day, Lucius inched closer to a decision that would shape not just a vase, but his destiny. Embracing Gaius's counsel, Lucius decided it was time to take that crucial step forward. As dawn painted the Roman sky in hues of gold and pink, Lucius stood at his potter's wheel, the cool, rare clay poised at his fingertips. Every moment with Gaius had prepared him to face his doubts, to mold them as skillfully as the clay itself. With a deep breath, he placed his hands on the spinning wheel, willing his creativity to flow and guide him. This was the true beginning of his journey into the unknown, beyond the comfort of crafting simple vessels for local homes. The act of creating, loaded with new possibilities, filled him with equal parts fear and exhilaration, his heart pounding in rhythm with the spinning wheel. Yet, the path was not devoid of challenges. Each day at the wheel was a battle with the very clay that held his ambition. Surprises awaited in every curve and texture, as the elusive elegance of the Emperor's vase remained just beyond reach. Lucius struggled with moments of frustration, feeling the weight of expectation bearing down upon him. Gaius remained a steady presence, teaching him to listen to the language of the clay and to trust the whispered wisdom embedded in its silence. Gradually, Lucius learned to dance with the clay, accepting its imperfections and allowing them to speak their truths. Though setbacks and self-doubt threatened to undo him, Lucius chose perseverance, finding unexpected beauty in the process of creation itself. With each passing day, he discovered that true transformation came not from a single triumph, but through persistence amidst uncertainties. As weeks slipped into months, the vibrant energy that once fueled Lucius began to wane. Despite his best efforts, the vase stubbornly refused to match the vision held so vividly in his mind. One afternoon, after yet another frustrating day at the wheel, Lucius found himself alone, staring at his creation, a vessel marred with flaws that echoed his growing disillusionment. A storm of doubt crashed over him, drowning the flickers of hope that had kept him moving forward. Everything he had worked for seemed poised on the brink of disintegration, leaving him questioning his talent, his choices, and even the wisdom of accepting the commission. As the weight of his perceived failures enveloped him, Lucius feared that he might never achieve the beauty and elegance demanded by the Emperor's table. In the solitude of his workshop, Lucius battled an overwhelming urge to abandon his quest altogether. The whispers of defeat taunted him endlessly, their echoes growing louder with each passing moment. He yearned for the comforting simplicity of his old life, a return to crafting modest pottery without the pressure of palace-worthy perfection. In his heart, he wondered if he had ever truly been capable of such greatness, or if it had been a foolish dream all along. The comfort of conformity called out to him, promising safety from the relentless cycle of hope and despair. Paralyzed by uncertainty, Lucius faced a decision: to surrender to the shadows of doubt, or to kindle a flickering flame of resilience deep within himself, where the raw spirit of his art could find renewal. In the depths of his despair, Lucius found himself returning to the riverbank, where gentle waters whispered secrets to those willing to listen. As the setting sun cast its glow upon the gently flowing river, he recalled his conversations with Gaius, hearing again the sage's words echoing in his mind. In the quiet murmur of the river, inspiration crept into Lucius's heart, washing away the shadows that had dimmed his spirit. It was not perfection that called to him, but the authenticity of his craft, the rawness of the journey, and the beauty found in the attempt itself. From this realization bloomed a newfound resolve, an understanding that his role was not to achieve flawlessness, but to create with honesty and passion. To infuse each piece with a story, his story. With renewed vigor, Lucius returned to his workshop, now brimming with a resolve that transcended his earlier ambitions. He embraced the essence of the clay, allowing it to guide him without the oppressive weight of expectation. Each moment at the wheel became a dance with his medium, a partnership in which the twisted imperfections spoke more truth than unblemished formality ever could. Lucius accepted that failure was not the absence of beauty, but a crucial part of the creative path. Bolstered by this insight, he prepared to face the ultimate challenge of crafting a piece that not only honored the emperor's festival, but also told his tale of perseverance, learning, and self-discovery. Emboldened by an inner certainty, Lucius knew he was ready to leave his mark, not just on the clay, but on his own future.